Hi, students. This video is to just give you a quick tour of our Canvas page. I know that different teachers organize their Canvas pages in different ways, so I just wanted to show you how I've organized ours so that you can succeed in the class. I'm teaching two sections of 105 this semester, so you may have a different ticket number than I'm showing here. Yours might be 1247, but otherwise, this is what you should see when you click on our course on your Canvas dashboard. There's a course description. There's a link to the welcome letter, which you should read if you haven't already read it. This video will be here. And then a lot of information about me and how you can reach me. My office hours, I'm going to have both online and in-person office hours. And also, one of the things that students most often are looking for and can't find on this page is the link to my Zoom room. So anytime you're meeting with me online, this is the link you would use right here. It's on the home page. It's also on our syllabus. It's also on a bunch of other places on our Canvas page, but this is one place to remember where it always is. Also here you have a link to the Canvas student guide and also a phone number. This phone number is for the Canvas student helpline, which is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. If it's 2 a.m. on a Tuesday and you have a question about Canvas, you can call them. So that's a really good number to have. All right, so most of your work for this class is going to be done on the modules section. So you can see I'm going to click over here on modules. And on that page, right at the top, this video will be on that page. Also at the top of that page will be some PowerPoint slides that I use in my lectures. It may be helpful for you to refer back to those slides, especially when you're working on essays. It may refresh your memory about things we discussed in regards to certain readings. Every week in this class, you're going to work through a module in the modules section. Every week, you'll be doing one module, except for this week. This week, you're going to be doing two modules. You're going to be doing the week 0 module, which is kind of an orientation module for the class, which has a lot of information about Canvas on it. And then the week 1 module, which gets into the class content. I want to encourage you to avoid relying only on the Canvas to-do list in this class. Sometimes there are things in the modules that you need to do that you need to read or look at or watch that are not on the Canvas to-do list because they don't have a specific due date. So what you always want to check is this page right here that says, what are we doing in week 0 or week 1? And on that page every week, I give you a list of everything you need to do. So if sometimes students get really stressed about whether they completed all the assignments for a week. If you are worried, you can go right to this list. And if you've done everything on the list on the what are we doing in week 0 or week 1 or week 2 in Humanities 105, if you've done everything on this list, you're good. Also notice that I always, at the end of the what are we doing page, I always have the link, my Zoom link again, my office hours, and a reminder to reach out to me if you need help with anything. I'm going to go into the student view for just a second because I want to talk to you about one other thing. I don't know if going into student view, this may be, yeah, it doesn't show it, but what you're going to see on your pages, maybe I can try this. Let me see if I reset. Let me see if this works. When you go into your modules page, yeah, this is what I was looking for. You're going to see that some pages are easily accessible and some are grayed out. And if you click on those grayed out pages, you're not going to be able to open them. And the reason for that is I've set up the modules so that you have to work top to bottom, reading every page to get to the later pages. So you can't just jump ahead to where you see a graded assignment, because there probably is information on the earlier pages that is going to help you succeed on that assignment. A lot of times in my online classes, students turn in assignments that don't follow directions because they've skipped ahead and because they haven't read all the pages in the modules. So to protect you from having to redo an assignment and spend twice as long on it as you would have otherwise, I've set it up so you have to read those earlier pages before you get to the later ones. So to unlock those grayed out pages, you just need to read the earlier pages, click on next in the bottom right, and that will get you all the way through the module and unlock all those subsequent pages. I do realize a lot of you have already taken classes on Canvas, and so this Canvas orientation stuff in the week 0 module may not be that helpful to you, but so you may not read all of that, but do make sure you read the stuff about that's specific to our class. And this week, one of the most important things you have to do is do the check-in assignment, which is due Thursday night. It's a syllabus quiz. You're going to go over here to the syllabus, read it, and then you're going to go back over to modules and take the syllabus quiz. Unlike other quizzes in this class, the syllabus quiz you can take as many times as you want until you get the grades you want. I just want you to understand the information on the syllabus. So it's really important to remember to do that this week. Another really important thing this week is we are going to be talking a lot about different reading strategies in this class. And this week, one of the reading strategies that we're going to be talking about annotations, but we're also going to be talking about something called a think aloud, and you're going to be doing a think aloud with a partner. And it's really important that when you get to this slideshow about metacognitive conversation and how to do a think aloud, that you allow yourself about an hour to go through it, watch all the videos, read all the text, so that you understand the assignment. Once you've done that, you're going to do a bunch of think alouds in this class, and they're going to take less than 30 minutes. But this first time, because you haven't done them before necessarily, you need to allow about an hour to work through this slideshow. Most assignments in this class will be due on Wednesdays and Sundays by midnight. You should allow yourself about 9 hours a week to do the work in this class. Some weeks it might be more like 7 hours. Some weeks it might be more like 12. There's no substitute for doing the readings. I know they're tough. But do them anyway. You're building your brain, you're building that muscle of being able to read through something that's difficult, and that's a really good skill to have for college. Please let me know if you have any other questions about how this course is set up on Canvas or any other questions, and I look forward to getting to know all of you this week.